सत श्री अकाल जी। रूह-afza विद रीमा दे अज दे प्रोग्राम विच तुहाडा स्वागत है। और अज मैं गल करन जा रही हाँ सैंडी लैंकास्टर ना, जिहड़े कि वैसे तो रिटायर हो चुके हैं और बैंक विच काम करते हुंदे सीगे, लेकिन हुण रिटायर होने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि बस घर बह जाओ, मतलब कि वो इन्ना कुछ कर रहा अज की तारीख दे विच भी। और असी उन्हां नाल हुण गल करन जा रहे हैं, उन्होंने पुछते हैं उन्होंने लाइफ बारे किदां दा रहा और हुण रिटायर होने तो बाद भी वो की कर रहे हैं। सो सैंडी, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, thank you. So first of all, we'll start from your childhood. So when we were talking just now, you told me that your parents are Irish.
They are.
You know, so how was your childhood and where you started?
So my parents are both Irish, one from the north of Ireland and one from the south of Ireland, but they met in London.
Okay.
And my father was in the army, in the British Army. So as a child, I lived all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I've lived in some really exotic places, Hong Kong. I've lived in European places, so in Germany, and obviously all up and down the UK. So weirdly, I went to 13 schools.
Oh, wow. 13
so
schools.
As a child, I was always the new girl. But I do think that sort of makes you quite resilient, and I call it bounce back ability.
Yeah.
I don't sort of like get affected by the knocks in life as much. I sort of ride through.
So generally there are 13 years in your school, right? And you've been to 13 schools.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
were you changing school every year?
Pretty much. There was one school year I went to 3 different schools.
Okay. And how were you making friends? I mean, were you changing your friends every time, or you still...
Sometimes, the whole sort of army regiment would come and we would all be together, but we'd come at different times. And sometimes it'd be just to a completely new school and I'd have to just start again.
Oh, wow. And how did you feel starting again with new friends and making new teachers?
I think, it makes you who you are.
Yeah.
I'm very confident about walking into a room now and not knowing anybody, but knowing that I have the ability to talk to people. Some people would find that really challenging. It's not that I need to be the centre of attention. That's not me. But I'm quite comfortable in my own skin. So I think that is what I have learnt from always being the new girl.
Yeah, that's good. I think it's a good experience.
It's a long time ago, though.
No, I will not ask how many years ago. But I think sometimes we say the way we grow up, those memories or those experiences really help you what you are today.
Absolutely,
so
they do.
I think that so you started how did you start your career?
So I started my career in banking. So I worked in the city, first of all in branch banking, so on the high street, worked my way up and then started to work in a more head office type role. So I ended up sort of running like a mortgages team across London and the southeast. So the interface between the bank and the mortgage company and all of those sort of, people that you would go to see that would be interviewing you for your, buying a property.
Yeah.
And then later on, I moved into the sort of more behind the scenes roles, what sort of products are we looking at? What are we putting out there? What do our clients need? All of that side of things.
Yeah.
And thinking about our mortgage book and how clean it was or how risky it was and all of those things that go with, being a banker. And then more latterly, so the last sort of part of my career, I worked in call centres across the UK. So those call centres, it's like 4,500 people, 24/7, on the phone.
Yeah.
And it's all of those things that go with that. How quickly do you answer the phone? How long are you on the phone? How many touches do you need to make to satisfy what the client is phoning in about?
Yeah.
So that was a lot of numbers, but in a different way to sort of interest rates and mortgage books and those sorts of things.
Yeah. So what about your family? When did you get married and, your kids and about your family?
Okay, so I'm married to Anthony. He is a lawyer. And between us, we have 3 sons and we also have 2 grandsons.
Oh, wow.
So I am surrounded by boys.
Aww.
Lots of boy energy. So I'm very good at football. And I support Liverpool, although I am a season ticket holder for Brentford, which is the local team to where I live in Chiswick. So, yeah, that's us.
Yeah, my God. So old boys, they pamper you on Mother's Day?
I don't know that I would call it pampering. I think we get to a certain point in life that if we want to pamper ourselves, we should just go and do it.
Yeah,
because
true.
we're worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now, what do you do now? So after retirement, so you retired from the banking?
Yeah, so I retired from banking. I worked a little bit with my husband in his law firm. And then when we sold it, I decided that I wanted to do something completely different. I didn't want to go into the city. I didn't want to work in law. I didn't want to work in banking. I didn't want to be a consultant. But I wanted to do something because I wasn't ready to stop working. I've got lots of energy and I needed to do something with my energy and my skills. When I worked in banking, quite often I might be the only woman in a room, surrounded by lots of fusty men in suits.
Yeah.
And I would often have conversations with my female colleagues about how do you get seen for the right reasons? How do you have impact, presence, authority, gravitas, without necessarily aping the behaviours and the style of the guys? You don't need to do that in order to get on. So when I retired, I thought I'd really like to do something with that confidence piece. You know, the self-esteem, how do you show up for life? So I decided to retrain as a colour analyst and personal stylist.
Okay.
And that is about discovering the colours that make you feel great, but also make you look great. We've all put something on in the morning and looked in the mirror and thought, oh gosh, I thought I'd slept really well last night, but this colour washes me out, or it makes me look tired, or it might make me look a bit jaundiced.
Yeah.
It's about discovering what those are. So I help people discover the best colours and also the colours that maybe they wouldn't want to sort of add more into their lives for.
Yeah.
And also about how do you dress? The body you've got, not the one you want or the one you had, but the one that you've got. How do you dress it? What are the right shapes for you, for men and for women? The right necklines, the right lapels. Do you wear more patterns? How big are those patterns? All of that's things. So it's really about you showing up as the best version of yourself. And if you think about a time when you were wearing something that didn't make you feel great and you think about your body language, we hunch. Whereas when we feel great about what we're wearing, we drop our shoulders, we put our heads up and we look the world in the eye. So it's about your body language as well. How do people perceive you?
Yeah. ਸੋ ਰਿਟਾਇਰ ਹੋਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਸ ਸੈਂਡੀ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕਲਰਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਲਰਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਹਲੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਪੁੱਛਾਂਗੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕਲਰਸ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੂਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰੀਏ ਸੈਂਡੀ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਲਾ ਤੇ ਦਈਏ ਕੁਝ ਜੀ ਗੈਸਟ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ Sandy, this is like a rose syrup.
Oh, wow.
With water.
I've had rose tea, but never rose syrup.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Is that the right word to say?
We can say that. By the way, it's the hottest day today.
It is very hot today. Everybody's melting out there.
Yeah, so this will help.
Yes, revive.
You know, in our culture, every summer, we offer this with milk. We offer this to public as well. So even at our Punjab radio outside, last week on 16th of June, we had this open for public for everyone.
Brilliant.
So, yeah.
Lovely. Very refreshing.
Yeah, great. And let's talk about colours now. So ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ colours ਦੀ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਕਲਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੂਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਕਲਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸ਼ਾਪਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਬਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਸੈਂਡੀ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਲਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੂਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਆ ਸੋ ਸੈਂਡੀ we normally go to market.
Yes.
And we think, oh, this colour is very nice, let's buy it. This colour is very nice, let's buy it. But then we never think whether that colours really will go with my skin or with my body. We genuinely don't think that. We just like the colour. But what do you suggest that how should we go shopping and choose the colours? Because I know it's hard to come to you every time. You are there for us. But any one tip?
Yeah, so essentially everybody has an undertone. Some of us have a cool undertone and some of us have a warm undertone. So if you think about all of the colours in the universe. They are made up of these 3 colours. So when we mix these 3 colours together, we get all of these colours and more besides. So if you have a warm undertone, you better suit colours with more yellow in.
And how do we see our tone? Sorry.
So when people come for a colour analysis, I do lots of this, comparisons to work out, have you got a warm undertone, you look better in the warm, or whether you have a cool undertone and look better in the cooler colours, the ones in the bottom. Now we have a 3rd primary colour. Nobody has a red undertone.
Yeah.
So this is the colour that works for everybody. It's primary red.
Okay.
It's the colour of a London bus. Or a post box.
Yeah, even this matches.
Or even this. Now, I wear this red, but I have a warm undertone.
Yeah.
So my better red is actually one with a little bit more yellow in. Can you see it goes slightly more tomatoey?
Yeah.
Whereas we know that you have a cool undertone, so you look better in a red that's got a bit more blue in, so more like a burgundy berry type red.
Yeah.
And if I put you in the warm tomatoey red, you might look a bit jaundiced.
Okay.
Like there's something wrong with your liver. Whereas if you put me in the cool red, I'm going to look cold, like I need to go under the duvet and warm up, even though it's the hottest day of the year. So it's about finding out which one.
Yeah.
But if you're in any doubt, the only colour that works for everybody is primary red.
Okay.
So think of Brentford football team or Liverpool or Virgin Atlantic. Now, the reason it's probably Virgin Atlantic's uniform is because nobody looks bad in this colour.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect colour.
And you know, again, in our culture, when we get married,
Yes.
the day of our marriage, we wear the red colour.
Yeah, so I have lots and lots of Asian brides come to me before they choose their suits and their outfits to discover their best red.
Oh, wow.
So that when they go shopping, they know exactly which ones are the ones that make them shine and glow and the ones that are less friendly. And I give them some tools to help them. So everybody leaves with one of these, which is all of their fabric swatches. This one just happens to be mine, so those are my reds.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas yours looks very different and it's much more burgundy and berry-like.
Yeah.
Like cherries and berries.
That's great. So about all these colours. Now, colours have significant in our life. Is there any significance of these colours? I mean, how do you recognize that about colours?
So some colours can be more calming, some colours can be more joyful, some colours can make you look more authoritative. So I often find people's authority colours. So that's you're standing on a stage, you need to hold the attention of the room, or you're pitching an idea, or you're going for a job interview and you want to look the part.
Yeah.
So has anyone ever given a job to someone that looks tired? Probably not.
No.
And sometimes the wrong colours can make you look a bit tired. So it's about finding the colours that really bring you to life, but also the ones that give you that inherent authority. So historically, purple has been the colour of royalty.
Okay.
So we think of Roman emperors, we think of royalty, we think of the upper echelons of the church. And when we see people wearing purple, we often defer to them because subliminally we are thinking that they're in charge. So it's a great colour to wear.
Yeah. Yeah, my God. I mean, we never think that deeply when we go for shopping because sometimes we just like the style or sometimes
Absolutely.
It's on sale. And we just
It's on sale. We like a bargain. But sometimes we buy bargains and we get it home and we put it on and we look in the mirror and go, ooh, I don't know about that. Maybe I need a bit more lipstick or a bit more blusher. And then you start fighting to make the colour work for you.
Yeah.
And what you really need to do is take that bargain back because it's not a bargain if you never wear it.
True.
It's only a bargain if you wear it.
Okay. Well, रंगां ਦੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਨੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਸ਼ਾਪਿੰਗ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਔਰ ਕਬਰਡ ਭਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰੀ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਪਾਏ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੱਧੇ ਟੈਗ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਕਿਉਂ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਤਾਂ ਆਨੇ ਆ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਫਿਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਘਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਸੋਚੀਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਲਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਸਟਾਈਲ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਦ ਰੀਜ਼ਨ ਇਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸੈਂਡੀ ਕਮਸ handy because we need to go to her and ask you which color suits us. ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਰੰਗਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੀ। ਰੰਗ ਸਾਡੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੈਸੇ ਵੀ ਬੜੇ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹ ਫੁੱਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਰੰਗ ਹੋਣ, ਕੱਪੜਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਰੰਗ ਹੋਣ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਰੰਗ ਹੋਣ। ਇਵਨ ਸਬਜ਼ੀਆਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਰੰਗਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਖਾਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ, ਸਬਜ਼ੀ ਵੀ ਸਿਹਤ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹ ਅੱਛੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ। ਸੋ ਹਾਂਜੀ, color is very, very important. So what about your family? I mean, do you style all of you, because you have more boys in your house, so do you style them as well?
Well, so my husband is, although he's a lawyer, he's quite a scruffy man. He won't mind me saying that because he knows. And sometimes, you know, particularly at the weekends, because he's sort of been a bit more sort of formal during the week, he looks like the scruffiest man alive. And we walk down Chiswick High Road where I live, and I say to him, nobody looking at me would think that I was a personal stylist because you're letting me down. But every now and then, you know, he will wear something that is absolutely his style. So he's got lots of what I call natural in his personality. So it's all about texture and comfort rather than style. But then if he adds a little bit of a velvet jacket or a bit of a sort of, you know, big floral, he looks amazing. So a bit more rock and roll. He's basically an old hippie.
Yeah, well, colors are important whether it's men or women.
Absolutely,
They
absolutely.
both go for shopping and
Yeah, and if he wears the wrong colours, he will be offered a seat on the tube.
okay.
Because he just looks a little bit sort of careworn, less put together, less energetic. Whereas if he wears the right colours, nobody gives him a seat.
Oh my God, you know, ਇਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਟ੍ਰੇਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਹੀ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਤੇ ਸਹੀ ਰੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੀਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਫਰ ਹੁੰਦੀ। Oh, that's a new experience to know.
But sometimes he deliberately wears the wrong colours because he wants a seat. And he just gets his book out to read because someone's given him a seat.
Oh my God, well, definitely then we have to
Make
be
all of the
careful
difference.
what we are wearing.
Yeah.
Because everywhere it matters, whether you're in the office or you're home or you're at one wedding. I think this is very, very important. So all these colors, oh my God, so many shades of one color, you know, even gray, blue. So again, so you have to put it on and
So I do lots of comparisons between warm and cool, and then if you have a warm undertone, then I compare the sort of clear colours or the richer colours, and if you have a cool undertone, whether I then compare the cool colour, the clear colours or the soft colours. Now on the wheel there are 144 colours, so 36 on each of the 4 sides of my little rack here.
Okay.
The human eye can see over 6 million colours.
6 million.
So when I give people a season, which is what colour analysis is about, we're not just giving you 36 colours to play with. We're giving you 1.5 million colours to play with.
Oh.
It's the nature of the colour. What is the essence of the colour? That's what we're thinking about. And does it bring you to life or does it make you look a little bit flatter and duller?
Great. मतलब ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਅੱਖਾਂ 6 million colors ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਇੱਥੇ 1.5 million colors ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ. So they all are different shades, right?
Absolutely.
So for example, pink have 10,
so
15
you've got that
shades
lovely pink on today, but this is a warm pink.
Yeah.
And so it looks completely different.
Yeah.
And if you put it under your jawline, it might make you look a bit jaundiced. Now, you've got lovely makeup on today, so that does quite a lot of the sort of lifting.
Yeah.
But on the days when we don't want to wear makeup, sometimes even the makeup will let us down when we're wearing the wrong colours.
True. Yeah. So you do it without makeup, obviously. You check all these colours
yes.
without makeup, and with colour, it will enhance the beauty of it.
So this colour that you're wearing, if I wear it, it sort of makes me look a bit like Morticia. It sucks the life out of my face and I look really pale, like I'm cold. And I can look a bit fierce wearing that colour. Whereas on you, you look fabulous.
So it defines your personality as well.
Well, it can do because we respond to people who look friendly.
So if you're looking happy, obviously ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਲੱਗ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ confidence ਲੱਗਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ confidence ਲੱਗਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ attract ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਵੱਲ ਔਰ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ personality ਦਾ ਇੱਕ part ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ. So ਰੰਗ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ ਸਾਡੀ life ਵਿੱਚ. Wow. It's amazing to know. I mean, I'm shocked about 6 million colours we can see.
So you've got 1.5 million colours to play with.
But you know, sometimes when we go to the shops, there's only like few colors that we see, red, blue, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look at it, it's different shades as well that we forget.
Absolutely.
And those shades makes a lot of difference.
That's what makes the difference.
Yeah, so even in blue, like for example, we were talking about red color on our wedding. There are different red colors as well.
Absolutely.
You know, I always used to think the red color doesn't suit me.
But you look amazing in red.
You know, you are the
You
one
know
who
now.
told me that. Yeah, but sometimes we think that color doesn't suit you,
Yeah.
or it's too bright.
Yeah.
But
you
maybe
look great.
that is the right color.
Just
for
makes you light up.
you. Yeah. So how can we find you?
So I am on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I have a website.
Okay.
So I can give you the details.
Yeah. So in your lifetime, you know, so you do that at your home, obviously the
Yes.
introductions that you do. Where else do you connect with people?
So I am in quite a lot of networking groups. I also work with big businesses in the city. So I quite often go into a firm to perhaps talk to their graduate intake at the start of the year. So sort of September, October time when they're just taking people on.
Okay.
And rather than HR having a conversation with them about how to dress for the office and what not to wear, I go in and I talk about what to wear.
Yeah.
Rather than the don'ts.
Yeah.
If you do this, this is what people will think. So how do you have that impact, that presence, that authority, but without having to try too hard?
You know, every wife, she wants authority on her husband.
Oh,
So it's a great sign. It's a great sign. ਤੁਸੀਂ authority ਲੈਣੀ ਆਪਣੇ husband ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਕਲਰ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੂਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਆ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ husband ਵੀ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ oh my god ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਹੀ ਸੁਣ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੀ wife ਦੀ. Yeah, that's really great. I mean, it's really good to know about colors and especially about your personality with colors as well, which
Yes.
makes a lot of difference. So thank you so much coming into our studio today and talking to us. And yes, we will, I think I need to have another session to know more about colors, especially because I do so many shoots now. And I always wonder which will look nice, you know, when I go on TV.
And that's the thing, you know, when you go on TV, you want to look friendly, outgoing, open, approachable.
Yeah.
Not sinister.
Yeah.
Or a bit standoffish.
Yeah.
The colours can do all of that for you.
Oh, wow. ਵੀ ਇਹ ਰੰਗ ਇਹ ਕਲਰਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਇਹ ਜਾਣਨਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ ਸੋ ਰੰਗਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਸੈਂਡੀ
Thank you.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ